Ever wonder why so many first-time homebuyers regret buying their first home? Let me tell you about a couple. They were first-time homebuyers and they were ecstatic when they bought their first home, or what they thought was the perfect home in Roseburg. It had a big backyard, a modern kitchen, and was at the top of their budget, so they jumped on it. But within a few months, reality hit. The commute was longer to work. They had to drive their kids to school. They were stuck commuting all the time. The property taxes were slightly higher than what they had budgeted for, and a couple of repairs popped up on them. And later they found out that they may have overpaid a little bit because they hadn't been watching the Roseburg market. This story isn't unique, and in fact, a lot of first-time home buyers make at least one costly mistake when it comes to buying their first home. That's why in this video, I am breaking down the biggest mistakes first-time home buyers make when buying a home, so you don't have to learn the hard way. Stick around to the end because I've got a little surprise for you to help you guide you through the home buying process. Because avoiding these mistakes could save you thousands and help you find the perfect home without regrets. Hey everybody, I'm Jerry Norman with Oregon Life Homes. I've been helping people relocate to the Roseburg area. I love helping first-time home buyers learn about the home buying process and getting them into their first home. There is nothing more rewarding than handing over a set of keys to your first home. I love it, and if you're looking to buy your first home, feel free to give me a call, text. People reach out to me all the time, and I absolutely love it. So with that, let's get on with the video. Number one first-time homebuyer mistake is not understanding the Roseburg market. The Roseburg housing market is unique compared to a lot of other cities here on the West Coast. The median sales price here in Roseburg is right around $350,000, which is a significant difference from larger cities in Oregon, also Washington and California. With Roseburg being a median sales price of $350,000, it makes it much more affordable to live here. However, there is more competition from other buyers because a lot of people are looking to move into this area. The highest price range, or the price range with the highest competition, is between the $2 to $350 mark. That's where you're going to find the most competition, and that's where most people fit in as well that are looking to buy. So understanding what price per square foot, bed bath count, areas, and what all those have to entail in the pricing of these homes will really help you become a pro at looking for homes and really understanding the Roseburg market. A good real estate agent, if you ask before you make an offer, will do a market analysis on that specific property just so you understand exactly what the actual value of the home is. This will help you make almost a scientific approach when making your offer. Number two, ignoring property tax and insurance costs. Now, property taxes will go up slightly each year, so being able to calculate that in and understanding what areas are going to be higher in taxes. This is an easy thing to find out. You will just have to ask your real estate agent. But not understanding these costs and what that will build into your monthly payment could be really significant. Now, insurance costs are also on the rise. First off, you want to make sure that if you are looking at a home that is not in the flood zone, a lot of times if you have a home that's in the flood zone, those insurance costs are going to be a lot more. And it could price you out of your monthly payment. So you really want to understand that. And because of the higher risk of wildfires on the West Coast, insurance companies are beginning to raise their prices a lot. This year alone, I've heard of some people where their insurance rates have gone up $300-400 a month. That's huge, and that will really tie into your monthly payment. So you really want to be aware of this. And if your insurance rate does go up, it's okay to go shop around, but just understand that you really need to watch your insurance costs and make sure that you are insuring enough to be able to replace that home and everything that goes along with it. The number three mistake is not getting pre-approved early enough. Now, if you are starting to think about buying your first home, where do you start? A lot of first-time home buyers, the first thing they want to do is start going and looking at homes. This is a huge mistake because you could go out and look at a home and fall in love with it, but you aren't prepared to make that offer. You're basically just wasting your time. So the your best thing is to contact a real estate agent and have them give you a list of their lenders that they prefer to work with. Now, you can go out and look for and shop for loans on your own, but a lot of real estate agents have some great working with relationships with some lenders, and they know that they can get the loan done. For example, right now I'm working with a lender and I have never worked with them before. We've had to extend closing already. That's not very ideal. So, working with a lender that your real estate agent can trust and you can trust will get you the best opportunity to get the best deal on the home, best payment, and be able to negotiate the offers to get you into the home that you're looking for. And once you are pre-approved, this will give you a spending limit. You don't have to reach that whole limit. In fact, right now I'm working with some buyers where they're pre-approved for like over 400, but we're looking in the low 300s. That's where they want their payments to be because they know what their taxes and insurances costs are going to be, so they want to keep that monthly payment in that lower level. However, they're qualified for that much, but they're being smart about it and not getting into those higher payments. So it's helpful to understand what your budget is. And then also understand that the Roseburg market can be competitive, especially in those lower price points. So once you find that house that you're looking for, it's great to make that offer. Jump in and make that offer if that is going to be the house you want. Because once again, those lower price points can be kind of competitive. Number 4, overlooking inspections. Now, a lot of those price point homes that are in the lower price point, they're going to be older homes. So one thing you want to understand is about the risk of lead-based paint. And your real estate agent should talk to you about that as well when you start looking at those older homes. Next, with the inspections, you want to understand that if you are out of city limits, there's going to be a septic and a well. So you want to make sure that you get those inspected as well, because those are going to be huge costs if they need to be repaired. You want to make sure that those components are working properly. And then if it is an older home, the electrical could be outdated. Now, a lot of outdated electrical is still operational, but a lot of times it is not beneficial for our modern day electronics. You can really overload some circuits. Not saying that older homes are bad and the outdated electric is bad, but you want to understand what your risks are involved. Skipping any of these inspections can lead to unexpected and unknowingly repairs. Some of these components can go wrong soon, and you really want to know what you're getting into before you're buying a home. I always tell people it's like taking a used car to a mechanic before you purchase it. Always a good idea to get the inspections done on a home. Number 5, understanding your commute and the Roseburg infrastructure. So if you're living outside of Roseburg city limits or the towns to the north or the south, you're going to want to understand your commutes. Where are you working and how long is your commute going to be? Where's your kids' schools? Where's your kids' daycares? And that kind of thing. Just to understand what your commutes are going to be. Number 5, not thinking about the long-term resale value. Historically, homes in Roseburg have gained in value. There was only a few years, that was 07 and 08, where one of our worst real estate crashes, and home prices dropped. But after a few years, prices recouped and have steadily gone up since. Now, buying a home today, you may want to think about the resale value in the future. If home prices steadily increase 3 to 5% each year like they have over the last few years, then a good exit point could be 3 to 5 years in living in that home. If you're looking to upgrade, to downgrade, also understand that there's going to be some certain costs involved as well when selling, such as agent fees, title and escrow fees. And these are going to be different than when you're buying, which would be your loan origination fees, tax and insurance holdbacks. So you're going to want to really look into that and understand what your resale value could be in the next few years. Now, a lot of people I talk to, they say this is going to be their last home. And then they give me a call a few years later, something came up, family changes, dynamics change, and they need to sell the home. So just understand that your forever home may not be your forever home. And then there are some neighborhoods where resale values will increase a lot faster than other neighborhoods. So you really want to understand location as well. Just like the old saying, location, 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 you really want to understand what neighborhoods you are in. And some neighborhoods may see some potential growth that we don't know about today. Always good to learn about what locations you're in and your resale values. And next, not understanding all the loan programs or not getting the right loan program for you. Oregon has some great down payment assistance programs. Also, Oregon has a USDA product, and so this is for rural development. So these are great opportunities. Always talk to that trusted lender and see if any of these fit for you. Right now, there's a first-time home buyer assistance, and then there's another program where your interest rate is slightly lower. So always talk to your lender about this. Also, I am putting on a Zoom webinar, and I'm speaking with a lender, and you can get into that webinar in the link down below. It'd be great if you signed up, really learn more about it, talk to the lender, talk to myself, and get in and ask all the questions that you're looking for. Many first-time home buyers don't understand these programs and don't utilize them, and it could cost you a lot of money. Really understand these programs, talk to your lender, and he'll walk you through it. The next mistake is getting emotionally attached to the home too soon. There are a lot of things that can go wrong through the escrow process. A good real estate agent will keep the escrow process going, but there are so many things that could go wrong that could be out of the real estate agent's hands, also out of the lender's hands as well. So there's a lot of things that could go wrong. So don't get emotionally attached to the home quite yet. Make your offer, go through the inspection processes, go through the loan application process, get all that taken care of. And then once we get closer to the closing table, then that's when you can start getting excited. The other mistake, one of the biggest mistakes, is opening new credit lines, buying a new car, buying appliances for the new home before you close. This can lower your credit score. This can raise your debt to income level, which could price you out of the home, and the lender won't qualify you at the end. Watch your spending. Be careful about the credits you open. Don't open up any new credit lines or anything when you get your offer accepted. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see first-time home buyers make. So don't do that. The next mistake is not hiring the right real estate agent. A lot of out-of-area buyers will hire a real estate agent that isn't local to the Roseburg area. And so that real estate agent isn't going to know the Roseburg market as well as somebody who lives and breathes in it and plays in it. So just understand that a real estate agent should know the market really well. A local agent is going to know hidden areas, hidden gems, and have contractors and service providers. They're going to have all that in their Rolodex or on their phone. So they're going to have all those contact informations for people that are local to this area. And then understanding that the right real estate agent could save you a lot of money, when buying that home. Some real estate agents, and I don't want to say all of them, and I hope it's a select few, but some of them are just out there to make the money. They don't want to help you. My goal is to help you get into your first home and build a lot of trust with you so you understand the whole home buying process. So when your neighbor is looking to sell, then I'm the first one you're going to contact. So understanding that not all real estate agents are there to help you, but most of them are. So just understand that finding the right real estate agent is really important. And last, it's always a good idea to set up a final walkthrough a few days before closing. There are a lot of things that could go wrong throughout that process. I've heard of some really bad horror stories. Squatters move into the home. This could delay the closing process. There's extra damage that has been done since the time we've last seen it. I can tell you one story where the day before closing, we went in and did a final walkthrough. There was a leak in the ceiling. It was having a heavy storm, and there was a leak. Fortunately, the buyers and the sellers, they came to an agreement, and we got that fixed before closing. So always do a final walkthrough. This will really protect your assets because it would be horrible to go sign and finalize the whole closing process just to come in and realize that the whole roof is caved in. Just understand that is a really important thing, just to protect yourself. So we've gone through 10 huge mistakes that first-time homebuyers have made. Hopefully you guys got a lot of information out of this. And also, I've got a first-time homebuyers guide down below, also a relocation guide, and my Zoom webinar. Feel free to download all those, sign up for the webinar. All of these are great free resources for you. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. And don't forget to watch these other videos. We'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.